This is a brief extract from a video demonstrating how to test a belief that a patient is coming across as boring in her Zoom work meetings by having a group conversation via the webcam and dropping her safety behaviours. So Alice, what I was thinking is that maybe we could do a bit of an experiment together today to put these beliefs to the test. I think it would be really helpful for you going forward, particularly with these Zoom meetings you've been struggling with at work. And I had
Mm-hmm.
a bit of an idea. I wanted to see what you thought.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a couple of colleagues that I could actually add into our call today.
Okay.
Um, that might sound like a bit of a scary thing to do, understandably, but I
Yeah.
think it might be really helpful. Is that something you'd be willing to try?
Uh, I'm anxious, but I'm willing to try it.
The therapist emails a behavioural experiment record sheet and the patient opens this on her laptop, sharing screen so they can complete it together. They add Alice's predictions, ensuring to get some observable criteria. During the conversation, Alice will focus externally and drop her safety behaviours. What I'm going to do now, if it's all right with you, is add in a couple of colleagues for us to have a brief chat. Do you have any questions or concerns before we start?
Yeah, I just wondered what these people know about me already. Like, do they know that I get anxious speaking to people, or what have you told them about me?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Just like the last time we did one of these calls when you met my colleague Dave, these are colleagues I
Mm-hmm.
work with. They don't know anything about you or your difficulties. I've just
Okay.
asked them to come and have a chat with someone that I work with. Does that
Okay.
sound okay
Yeah,
with you?
that's okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks.
So, Alice, this is Pete here and Alex.
Oh, hi there. Nice to meet you both.
Hello. Hi,
Hello.
Alice.
Hi.
And I'm just going to ask the three of you, if that's okay, just to have a few minutes chat about maybe what your plans are for this weekend, if that's all right.
Okay.
Sure.
Does
So,
anyone
Alice,
know?
what are your plans this weekend?
After a few minutes, the therapist interrupts the chat and discusses the outcome of the experiment with Alice. Well done. How did you find that?
Um, it was tricky. It was, I did feel anxious, but overall, I think it went better than I thought it would.
They record Alice's observations on the experiment sheet, re-rating her predictions and adding these to the log. What
Yeah,
does that tell you about how you come across to other people more generally?
I think I come across a lot better than it feels I do.
Mm.
Yeah,
Really
yeah,
good point. Because often you have this sort of sense of yourself, don't you, as not being in some way unacceptable to other people. And I guess
yeah.
what I was wondering is, what do your observations from today, from Dave's feedback, what do they tell you about that?
Maybe I don't. Perhaps I'm more acceptable to other people than I think.
They then move on to building on Alice's learning by planning further experiments for the coming week.